Hello viewers, welcome to Physics with Sanmitra. I am Sanmitra Bhoming and today we are going to have a problem session on kinematics level 1 problems, that is of NEET level. Already I have solved 1 to 15 questions in the previous videos and today we are going to solve from question number 15 to question number 20. So let's begin. A particle moves in xy plane according to the rule x is equal to a sin omega t and y is equal to b cos omega t. Where a is not equal to b, the particle follows a path which is circular, ellipse, parabolic and straight line. Now let's solve this question. The particle, first of all, it is given, what is given here, a is equal to, x is equal to, it is given a sin omega t and y is equal to given b cos omega t. Now we have to find the equation of y with respect to x. Y is a function of x, but so we have to eliminate the parameter that is t. How to eliminate? Since sine and cos are given, I can write sine square omega t plus cos square omega t. That will give us 1. This is the basic trigonometric expression. This will give you 1. So I can write x by a whole square plus y by b whole square. See, y by b is cos omega t and x by a is sin omega t is equal to 1. This will give you an ellipse. This will give you an ellipse whose major and minor axes are a and b respectively. If we assume that a is greater than b. Okay. So this is a semi-major axis, sorry, this is semi-major axis and this semi-minor axis b here. Okay. So this was very simple one. This will be elliptic. This is a. Option A is the correct answer. Now I have already solved it here. Now this is the question of constraint motion. We have a pulley which is movable pulley, that is massless and frictionless. Although that doesn't matter here. Okay, well, we're not mentioning anything about the pulley. We have a pulley and we have a block of mass, block A and a block B. The acceleration of block B is 2 meter per second square. It is pulled on the right hand side. What is the acceleration of block A? Now we will be using contact point method. What is contact point method? I have already discussed this in our previous video in the constraint motion playlist. You can watch it. See, identify the contact points. The string is in contact with A, so this is point number 1. This is in contact with B, pulley, so point number 2. This is in contact with this pulley, so point number 3. This is point number 3. This is in contact with this support, so point number 4. Now we can write, since acceleration is asked to find directly, a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus a4 is equal to 0. Contact point method is based on the length, the total length is constant, that method only. So this is nothing new, but I have already explained it in details in another video, in our theory videos in constraint motion. So you can watch that playlist. See, what is a1? A1 is the acceleration of A, so I can write AA. Since this length between the string points 1 and 2 is decreasing, I will write AA as minus. What is A2? A2, it is moving this side and the length of the string tends to increase due to A2, so it will be plus AB. What is AB is 2, so it will be plus 2. And A3 is also moving in the same direction, so it will be plus 2. And what is A4? A4 is 0 because it is connected to a fixed support, so A4 is 0. So I can say AA, that is 4 meter per second square. So that is how we will find the answer. There are other methods to find this answer also, like tension work method, etc. I have summarized all of them. I have given complete lectures on them in our constraint motion playlist, so please watch them. Next question. This is a very interesting question. And see, we have a bead. This is a bead and this bead is moving on a rod. This rod is making a, see, there is a string which is connected to a pulley and there is a, say, block. This block of mass and this block A is moving down with an acceleration with a speed of 10 meter per second. What is the speed of B? Now to solve this question again, I will advise you to watch my constant motion playlist once before attempting this question. If you don't know, if you know, then it's okay. See, for the string to be taut means tight, every velocity of every particle of the string should be same. See, this particle will be moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second because it is directly connected. So this will also move, a particle here will move with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Now the component of velocity of B is V. The velocity of B is VB along this constant, along this rod. So this component of VB along this thread, that is 10 meter per second. So I can write VV cos 60 degree is equal to 10. So VV is equal to 10 by cos 60 degree, 10 by half, that is 20 meter per second. Now this is okay, I have no problem with this. Now what if you are confused that I will take 10 cos 60 degree to get VB? That is not true, because, and I have already explained this in our constant motion playlist, so you can watch it there. Now a particle is moving in xy plane with y is equal to x by 2 and vx is equal to 4 minus 2t. The displacement versus time graph of the particle would be. Okay, this is a fairly simple question. Let me solve it here. Y is equal to x by 2. So displacement I can say that is x square plus y square. X square plus y square. So y is equal to x by 2. I can write x square plus x by 2 whole square. X square plus x by 2 whole square, that will be my 1 plus 1 by 4, that is root over of 5 by 2x. So I can write that s is proportional to x only. Now what is Vx? Is 4 minus 2t. Vx is equal to 4 minus 2t. So I can write x will be equal to integration of Vx dt, that will be from, say, 0, it is 0 then t. So I can directly integrate this, that will be 4t minus t square. I'm not showing the integration properly because I have already shown so many integrations. So 4t minus t square, see, this is t to the power 0, then 2t will become t square. Now what will be 4t minus t square graph? It will look like, see, at t is equal to 0 it will be 0, at t is equal to 4 it will be 0, and in between it will, let me take t is equal to 1 and 1, so 4 minus 1 3, so it will be positive. So this curve will be like this. It will not have any value for t less than 0, not this, but it will be looking like this. So our correct option is option C. Option C is our correct option. Now the last question, that is, speed of a projectile when it is at greatest height is root 2 by 5 times its speed at half the maximum height. The angle of projection is 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, tan inverse of 3 by 4. Speed of projectile when it is at the greatest height. Just look at this question first, understand the question, what does it actually ask. See, this is the projectile, this is the maximum height, capital H. Let's take another point, that is half the maximum height. The velocity here at the maximum height and the velocity here, we are comparing them. This is definitely u cos theta, this is, say, some v, and we will say that this v is this u cos theta is root 2 by 5 times this v. Okay, now what is this v? Now we can find out this v also. This is u cos theta, this is u cos theta, and this is vy. And what is vy? Vy we can find out, vy square is equal to uy square minus 2g into h by 2. H by 2 is the maximum height, and I have done the same thing here. You can see vy square is equal to uy square minus 2g into h by 2. H I have replaced by 2 u square sin square theta by 2g by 2 into 2g. 2g and 2g will cancel out. U square sin square theta minus u square sin square theta by 2, that will be u square sin square theta by 2. So vy will be u sin theta by root 2. So u cos theta whole square is equal to 2 by 5. I am just squaring this term. This Vx I will put as u cos theta whole square, and Vy I will put as u sin theta by root 2 whole square. So I'm just putting this 5 this side. So 5 cos u will cancel. So 5 cos square theta plus 2 cos square theta is equal to sin square theta. So 3 cos square theta is equal to sin square theta. Tan square theta is 3 and tan theta is root 3. So theta will become 60 degree. So that's all for this session. So we have solved all 1 to 20 questions. So if you like our video, then please like this video and please subscribe to our channel for more such problem sessions. We will be doing our problem sessions of level 2 and level 3 of projectile motion. So stay tuned for that, and please share this video with your friends so that they will be benefited from this video. Thank you.